Hello and welcome inside to Manhattan College's TV Production Center for another episode of Cam's Corner. I'm your host, Cam Cullen, and today I am joined by the incoming student body president for the 2018-2019 school year, Jaycie Cooper. Jaycie, thanks for coming on the show today.
Thank you for having me. I have to say I'm a big fan of the show. I've been watching it since the beginning of the year, so it's very exciting for me to be here.
Why did you decide to come to Manhattan College?
I actually had a close friend of mine from high school that went here. I live about an hour away in Connecticut in a really small town called Monroe. I was the first one from my high school to ever go to MC. It's not a very popular school, but I kind of like that I would be the first. And I am also very much a homebody. I've always had love for the city, but I still wanted to be an hour drive away from my family. I thought that there were opportunities at a small school, and I just felt at home when I visited here.
Early on, your freshman and sophomore year, what kind of clubs and activities were you involved in?
So I came in as a performing arts scholarship student, so automatically the first week I was involved in MC Singers and MC Music Ministry, which is really great because it kind of gave me an opportunity to develop friends through that, and it gave me confidence to join more clubs. I became a part of Sigma Delta Tau. In the spring, as soon as I could rush, I was super excited. I had 70 sisters instantly. It was great.
Yeah.
And then I joined Government and Politics Club my freshman year, and by my sophomore year, I was on the Government and Politics Club e-board.
Okay. Why did you decide to run for student government?
I have always wanted to be in student government. I consider Michaela a mentor. She actually told me about the Government and Politics Club, and that's where I began my participation. The first couple months of school, she took me under her wing because she has a minor in comm, and she's also a government major, and I just felt like, wow, this is something I want to do. I saw the work that she did this past year and thought I could emulate it. We both share the same love for the school, and I think that's what's most important to keep you motivated to get things done for the next year.
How was that campaign process for you and your e-board?
I decided I wanted to run for student body president in September. The process began in October, and we started doing campaign meetings in November and December, and by the time March came, we had a calendar of what we were going to do to campaign, what we were going to give out. It was really great, and I want to say that by the end of it, beyond the campaign, beyond the school, we became such a family. It was just a really great experience.
In that moment, when you did get that news, personally, how did you feel?
We were told that we were going to receive an email at 12 on Monday after Easter, so we were all there like at 11:59 refreshing our browsers and posting in the group chat, OMG, like when are we going to find out? And the email came in about 2:30, and some of us were driving back to school, and the first person I called was Carrie. I said, Carrie, we did it. She's like, what? I said, yeah, we did it. Like, we're all elected. There was like a brief moment of silence because we were all just so grateful at that moment to all still be together.
Can you tell me a little about your e-board's agenda for next year?
It's about 6 pages long. We have a lot of things that we want to improve on and build upon.
Okay.
Our next big event will be Coachella. We have big shoes to fill for that event since Michaela revamped it. We're thinking about maybe making it a weekend-long event, like the Coachella experience, day 1, day 2. We really want to increase participation at student-athlete games, so do themes for games like a blackout. We really want to get students more involved with the Alum Society. We have a great group of alum that really want to be more involved with the students. These are just a few of our initiatives, but more to come next year.
Okay. Hello and welcome inside to another edition of Cam's Call, where I just talk about something that's getting underneath my skin here in the Jasper community. Jaspers, it's been a wild west here on campus. In attempting to keep up with the times and actually be a legitimate college, Manhattan College has recently been on the hunt for a new mascot. This school needs a mascot with strong character, Lassallean values, and unprecedented intelligence to match the community at this school, and we believe we found the one. He goes by the name of Jasper Man, a mythical being that is said to be in a secluded hibernation somewhere here on campus. This is possibly our most dangerous Cam's Call yet, as anyone who has gone looking for Jasper Man has either died or gone insane. But we believe our field expert, Christian Bennett, is up for the task. Christian?
Thanks, Cameron. Jaspers, I've been pretty sick these last few episodes, and it's a shame this is going to be my last time being able to get into the field. When I first couldn't make it, I hit the deep web to hire a stand-in field expert, and Chris Ventura was the guy that I found. Chris, you've done a remarkable job as a field expert, but it's time for me to do what I do best and answer the call to be on the hunt for Jasper Man.
Hey, Jaspers. I'm Chris Ventura, and I'm here for one last time to help you here at Camp's Call. We're gonna go try to find this little guy that we call Jasper, man. Now, you're probably wondering, why am I looking so beat up right now? And it's because people think I'm a little bit crazy, and they put me away in this place called the Overbrook Mental Hospital. And I broke out! And I broke out just so I can help the Jasper community one more time in finding Jasper, man. So let's go. Word is, he's somewhere on the campus. By the way, Jaspers, if you're wondering where Christian is today, he got a little bit of an accident. He's not going to be coming around too much anymore. Now let's go find Jasper, man. Everybody be quiet. We don't know what's in here. The door's open. Ooh, nothing too special on board here. Just a little bit of, Catholic teaching. I don't see him here, Jaspers. I can't find him. Another open door. I don't see him. Jasper, man, bro, where are you? Ooh, what is this? What is this? I don't know where I've seen that before. Jasper, man. Oh, Jasper, man. I gotta say, out of all the buildings on this campus, McGill Hall is my favorite. I love the paint, I love all the clocks on the walls, and I really love the elevator. It works so well, and it's really clean and smells good. Jasper, man! Jasper, man! Ooh, Jasper, I think we found something. Where motel is the answer? Is in Lux. Let's go take a look. Let's go Lux! Let's go Lux! Oh, here we are. We're gonna find the clue. We're gonna find the clue. I think it's over here. We're the person from the whiteboard. So where is he?
Jasper, man, is in the subfloor zone.
If I find Jasper, man, down here in the Valley Library, I'm gonna kill him with bare hands. I'm gonna strangle him alive with this glove. But right now, let's take a look at where he might be. Jasper, man, come on, look who you are. I have a hunch he's downstairs. We think somewhere down here, Jasper, he's here. It's him. Man. Jasper, man. If I don't get him, by the time we get to the bottom of these subfloors, I'm gonna go Jasper, man. It's only so far you can go. Where is he? Jasper, man, get the hell over here! Jasper, man.
I'm in the back, Chris. I'm in the back, Chris.
What the
Here's a question for you. How do you manage your time? Jaycie? Jaycie? Jaycie, hello? Jaycie? Guys, what's going on? Hello? Guys, no one's talking right now. What's going on? Hello? Hello? Aiden? Hello? Is this some kind of gag? Hello? Gab? Director? Director, anyone?
Eat the sandwich.
But last time I ate the same.
Eat the sandwich.
Hello, I'm Cameron Cullen. Behind me is the Overbrook Asylum. a psychiatric hospital that cared and housed for mentally and physically handicapped patients. Overbrook was in service for over 110 years before becoming unoccupied and abandoned in
1980s today.
Most people knew the legend rather than the truth. And now I'll be telling about the rich history of the
Gala room.
Oh, hello. Welcome. Please, take a seat. Who are you? I know who I am. Where am I? Cam Cullen. The Scala Room. I, Raymond Hodge, am the historian of this illustrious room. But to you, I am the second crane. Am I dead? By no means am I dead, and neither are you, Cam. What about the people in the studio? Are they dead? The shame, Cam, is that they've always been dead, but they don't even know it. We cranes and the illustrious one position the world around them to create a false sense of reality. We knew they wouldn't be able to handle the truth, but we did what we had to. You're alive though, Cam. You're like one of us, the first of the three cranes. What? The three cranes, the illustrious one? Ah, yes, you mustn't forget from episode 6 of the first season. Since the very beginning of Cam's Corner, you have been cursed by the illustrious one. And it was your psychedelic experience with this camera on 10/15/16 that revealed the illustrious one in your nightmare. Most anything can happen to a man in his own mind, cursed in a little corner in your own world. Oh my, there must be some misunderstanding. This is crazy. I just ate the sandwich this thing gave to me. That you did. You've been confronted by the third crane, the gatekeeper. As the Cam's Corners are on the precipice of collision, consuming the sandwich brought you here, the Scala Room, a place of limbo. Here, according to chronological order, is the same place that you recorded your last video before your psychedelic plunge of 10/15/16. Thus, you're between the two, the real and the shadow. Which do you prefer, Cam? I might gather the courage to reply once you tell me who they are. Merely figments you've imagined, props on a string in your dimension of this show. But here, things are different. But there are where the stars move. What do you mean, there? The home of the illustrious one is where you, Cam, were last realized before the nightmare began. Once called the Essex County Asylum for the Insane, it was later simply called Overbrook, and just its name is synonymous with the living dead and psychopathic lunatics. Before you came to this place, you almost made a documentary about it, but the asylum is forbidden, as no one has entered its ghostly lawns or pathways for years. In the 1980s, Overbrook abandoned much of its buildings because of its introduction to so-called wonder drugs. Gradually, the Overbrook Hospital was deinstitutionalized and lost most of its patients. This started its long decline into ruination and decay. The illustrious one's home is in the last standing building, Ward 6. And for your sake, or for our sake, time takes a new perspective where it knows no bounds. No longer linear, like the episodes you thought you made, but flat. Soon the Overbrook Hospital will join the Essex Mountain Sanatorium in being demolished and gone forever. But the nightmarish stories that abound this site have ensured that it will never be forgotten. I can say no more, but I'm sure you remember. Maybe I forgot about the videos I can make with a camera like this and how nice they looked. Somewhere along the way, I guess I forgot about the good things. I guess I just forgot. This isn't fixed, you know. You still have a choice. A choice? Once the hat covers the sign of the silver bullet, the curtains will be pulled aside. If I have a choice, then I want to go back. But your time is up. You got real talent here, kid. You can make people feel something through videos, but you have shown significant signs of mental deterioration. The illustrious one has spoken. Once the stars move, after several years of being in limbo, I shall go back into the world in your place.
On the sun.
No, 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 no.
And we're back to Jasper Corner with incoming student body president, Jaycie Cooper. Jaycie, what are your plans for the summer?
So I will be in Riverdale this summer. I will be interning full-time at my current internship in the city.
God.
And I will definitely be working with student engagement and a couple of my other e-board members to get the ball rolling for next year's plans.
That's awesome. Great. So, any advice for incoming Jaspers?
I would have to say take advantage of the opportunities at campus. Don't be afraid to go to events or clubs alone. Explore the food in the Bronx, go to Arthur Avenue, and study.
Amazing, amazing. Thank you. Well, thanks again to Jaycie for coming by for such a great interview. That does it for another episode of Jasper Corner. My name's Jasper, man. So long.
Big message.
Wow, thank you.
Mr. Mansand, Cam Cullen. Mr. Mansand, Raymond Hodge. Mr. Mansand. Mr. Mansand. Hello, I'm Cameron Cullen. Behind me is the Overbrook Asylum.
Oh no! Not another nightmare, Lawrence.
Jeff, what year is this?